one-up culture is ultimately going to hurt a lot of the streamers. Sure, it can pay off in some extent, but continuously having to one-up yourself month in and month out while simultaneously not seeing all the rewards and successes can ultimately be a dumbass financial decision for a lot of these content creators.
All right, man, welcome back to another video. Hope your day is going good. In today's video, we have, she thinks 10K a month isn't enough for a streamer. Now, I know about this snow cone chick. I think she made it to Streamer University. And then she had that cringe clip where she was like, free Tory at the Megan thing. That was kind of cringe. But she's in the news again. What's she in the news for? T-Raw.
Everything you just said proves that she's a clip farmer, bro. If you do the math, this is $120,000 a year.
Sheesh.
Ain't a lot of people making that.
Let's see.
Y'all know how expensive it is to keep up with content creation? You can get a 10K check from Twitch. What the f is a 10K check when you gotta spend 5K on trips just to travel, $500 on setup, $2,000 on your rent, $200 on Wi-Fi, $200 on IRL toolkit. You gotta pay the clippers, pay your YouTube editor. Chat, I don't think y'all realizing.
Not the IT guy 033 says
doing this.
This
Okay?
is so
Going into the
entitled
negative
LMAO.
after making 10,000.
Big facts, Maddie. She's hella entitled. Because, gang, you're getting 10K. T-Raw just broke it down how that's 120K a year. But not even just that. If you want to expand, let's say you're living above your means, which is more than likely what she's doing, and you want to continue living this lifestyle, that means that you have to manifest, put in the work, which means that you got to put in money to YouTube thumbnails, put into YouTube generation, so that you can now carry over your streaming content and fully automate your whole process. Once you invest that 10K fully into your content, then you'll make 20K, 30K, 40K. That's how this shit works.
Yeah.
But she's probably living it up, eating steak.
That's the problem, man.
Dollars
People just
in
want to
any
turn
check.
up.
I don't
What?
care.
Stop.
This is streamer Snowcone, who was a small gaming streamer before Streamer University. You know, the ones where everybody came to the campus hosted by Kai Cenat and ultimately became IRL streamers and sparked this whole revolution of streaming that we're seeing. Yeah, she took the opportunity that she got there, got the package, and capitalized. Now, unfortunately, though, she did a master class in what not to do when you're streaming.
I don't know what this is.
Yep, this is what I was talking about earlier.
Test it out and take a picture in the photo booth. You can come check it out.
I don't know. It's really free Tory, so I don't know. I said
This
it's
shit
free
was so
Tory.
crazy. She
It's
already
for Megan
started
Thee
backing
Stallion.
up,
We saw
like-
my man's Tory.
That's what's costing me $10,000 to do.
She didn't even have no
That's what
confidence
you're
in it.
spending
Like, if you try to get the
Let's
clip,
really break this down.
bro, if she's trying to get the clip, she got to fully commit.
G shit.
You got to walk, hey, go in front of Meg Thee Stallion's face, in front of chat. I'm here with Meg Thee Stallion. Saw sweet her up a little bit, then be like, hey, I ain't gonna lie, it's free my man's Tory.
What?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, Meg would have probably slapped the shit out of her.
Bruh.
What you said?
Got what she wanted.
But she would have went viral.
She would have really went viral.
But she would have really went viral. White chick getting slapped the fuck out. Meg Thee Stallion.
For a second.
You can get a 10K check from Twitch. What the f is a 10K check when you gotta spend 5K on trips just to travel, $500 on setup, $2,000 on your rent, $200 on Wi-Fi, $200 on IRL toolkit. You gotta pay the clippers, pay your YouTube editor. Chat, I don't think y'all realizing I be going into negative.
Now, I want to address
All right, bro. She said,
YouTube editor. Chat, $200 on Wi-Fi, $200 on IRL on setup.
I wanna hear the whole
You
thing.
gotta spend 5K on trips just to
5K on trips. I'm pretty sure if she flied Spirit, even if she was paying for the upcharge,
Yeah.
at most she's paying 500,
Yeah.
and then she'll still get to go where she's going. But I guess what she's doing? She's probably flying United Airlines. She said it's remember, United Airlines is a band.
Yeah.
So she's flying in style. She trying to throw the loop over niggas' eyes like she not over here first class United, like she deserved it.
What?
You ain't there yet. You're not there yet. Chill, baby. You could have did like us, Fly Spirit. Get where you going. You know what I'm saying?
And man, shout out to Spirit.
Shout out to Spirit, bro. You know what I'm
Might
saying?
not have one for long, but hey, when you get what you're going, where you going, it's gonna come back.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? And you get where you're going under a ban for the travel itself or a ban.
Yeah.
And so you see when you say 5K, that could be reduced to 1,000.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's continue.
$500 on setup.
All right. Oh yeah, I didn't break down hotels. All right. Now, my method for hotels with traveling to Airbnb.
Yeah.
Get a nice little Airbnb. Shit, are you really trying to go cheap? You find the cheapest hotel within a 30-mile radius of wherever you're trying to go. It's going cheaper. It's always cheaper the further you go from the area.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying? Throughout the day now, you can spend money on Uber. That's like a quick little 40, 50 bucks you budget for Uber, or you get a rental. Man, listen, I'm telling you, bro, motherfuckers could travel for 2 bands at most
Yeah.
per month. You know what I'm saying? But she's just trying to upcharge. She's trying to throw wool over your eyes because I know she's over here traveling like she deserves it, bro. Look at her.
$1,000 on your rent, $200 on Wi-Fi, $200.
Now, $2,000 on rent is good. $200 on rent, $200 on water. That just means that you're going too hard on the water, baby. I don't know what y'all be doing. You know, girls be loving to take them hour-long showers, acting like they thinking about the whole universe in that bitch. I don't know, gang. I just feel like she's upcharging this whole shit. It's not what she says it is. And if it is, you really need to live below your means, because I don't know how niggas, bro, average Americans are moving with 3 bands, 4 bands.
Yeah.
And so the streamers that ain't blow up yet, that are still doing this IRL shit, I'm sure they're doing it under the price range she's talking about. That's why I'm like in disbelief, like, cause I'm doing IRL.
Yeah.
On a budget.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could have it set up the way them boys doing it if I just pay $20 a month. So where's the $200 IRL toolkit thing he's talking about? She don't know about IRL hostings? I'm putting y'all on game now, nigga.
You gotta pay the Clippers, pay a YouTube editor. Chat.
Hey, baby, you watch this video, man. Go ahead and get IRL hosting. Clippers, bro, you got websites. Opus.
Yeah.
AI clipping. Fuck you using AI. Why are you paying Clippers for it? We did that for our podcast. Opus. Sign in, give them the link to your Twitch VOD. Boom. Automatic clips. I don't know, gang. I just think this shit too easy.
I don't think y'all realize
Another $20.
in the negative.
Now I want to address the $2,000 rent and
What?
Somebody else for everything.
Look, you live where you live, and I'm not saying rent isn't outrageous. You know, we need to find cost efficient and rent control areas, and rent control needs to be.
Just face it, bro. They just lazy, fam.
But
That's
that
all
is
it
a
is.
living expense. That's not just one about being a streamer. You were gonna have to pay
Yeah.
that, or maybe
We done
pay
busted
one
9
less,
minutes
even if you just had a regular job. So you don't get
And
that.
an 11-minute video.
$500 stream setup. Why do you need to do that every
Sheesh.
single month?
My
And I think
bad,
that there's a
y'all boys.
reason why. Which brings us back
Y'all
to the
go ahead and watch this video
$5,000
anyways.
It's funny because she used to be
Like,
a
comment,
desktop
subscribe
gaming
if you're
streamer,
related to
but now
anything I
because she has
said.
stepped into the IRL niche. She is now spending this amount of money each month on pulling some sort of stream off. And these things can become expensive. You need a plane ticket for yourself, a plane ticket for your camera person. You need the hotels, you need the food, you need the gas, you need the rental cars. All this stuff can and will add up. But it begs the question, do you need to be doing this to become successful? I know that streaming IRL is the new meta, and so especially because she got the stimulus package and she's a part of a specific community, she's been able to go to all these different events, whether it be going to DreamCon, Streamer University, Streamer Prom, visiting Funny Mike or whatever the case may be. These are all things that have boosted her streams. But if the risk isn't worth the reward to the point where you're going negative every single month, then I don't know if it's worth it. Actually, I know for a fact it's not worth it. I've talked about this multiple times in the streaming conversation. This one-up culture is ultimately going to hurt a lot of the streamers. Sure, it can pay off in some extent, but continuously having to one-up yourself month in and month out while simultaneously not seeing all the rewards and successes can ultimately be a dumbass financial decision for a lot of these content creators. That's why she's spending $500 a month on the streamer setup, is because every single month she's trying to find ways to one-up and do a different meta and change something.
I was gonna say that too. She's trying to do all this extra. From what I heard about her, when after the whole free Tory shit, I kind of went down her archive that day when I first seen her. And I was like, man, does she? You know what I'm saying? Who is she to be talking about free Tory? You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking down. I think the cameraman might be a black, but they got this toxic guy relationship. He's the cameraman.
Yeah.
The boyfriend's the cameraman, and it's like she's chasing the clipping shit when she started off on it. And it's like, bro, yeah, you got your opportunity at Streamer You. You went and got the clip for him. You went to DreamCon. You did your little cringe clip. You saw the cringe reception. I would have went right back to the crib and got back on the game. Been like, I'm in over my head. I need to chill. I need to relax. I need to fit in where I stay in. It's right here on the game. That's what got me here. You know what I'm saying? Why are we doing all that? You see, when you start forcing shit, that's when you start getting into the negative media space. We wouldn't even be talking about you.
Yeah.
If you wasn't trying to chase this next clip. Because now you set yourself into that box now where people expect you. Oh yeah, she gonna be at that next event. Oh, you know, you gotta tap in with Snowpoint if you wanna see at that event. But it's like now you're draining yourself. You're putting yourself through like, oh, this shit has to make more than 10K for you to be even living good. Stay doing what y'all love doing, man. Don't start switching it up because the next motherfucker is doing whatever. Because IRL is popping now, and I promise you, after a while, that shit gonna phase out.
It's
gonna be right back onto the game.
Well,
That being said, y'all boys, y'all want to catch me playing games? I got my own screen.
yes, sir.
Something new here because she thinks that that is what will get her to be a more successful streamer. But I'm sorry, not when a time when eggs are $6. I know, old joke. And gas is through the roof. People are getting laid off left, right, and sideways. Do you get to complain about doing content creation as a job and even seeing a $10,000 check? That's double the average and then some of people's monthly income. And you're complaining because you blow through it every month? Shut up. There's been a recent trend of streamers being more open, honest, and upfront about their situation. I think a lot of consumers are more understanding of how much money is in streaming, and it has a lot of people curious about the money that is in streaming. So when they open their mouths to then describe, you know, how much money they're making, you would think that it would be from a good, genuine place that is then accepted by the youth, and then they go on to make decisions about their streaming or their content creation careers. But oftentimes it comes out as just the most ungrateful conversation in the world.
Being completely honest and upfront with you guys, the money is not good enough. It was not good enough. It's simple as that. I streamed for 9 hours yesterday and I made $1,500 off of it, or $1,700.
What? Bro, this man right here, complaining, y'all can
Switch turn on the screen. Yeah, you can do that too if you want to.
This man, I just want to put this in, show you just how ungrateful he is. Bro over here, just giving y'all a little context. Divided by 9, there is almost no job really paying you $188 per hour. Even if he was talking on the lower end, divide that by 9. 166 bucks, bro, an hour.
Yeah.
Why are we even broadcasting this shit on the internet? If I'm making this amount of money an hour, I'm keeping my mouth shut. I do not want to come across it.
That boy don't care. He trying to make more money. This is really all about greed, bro.
So if I'm being completely upfront and honest, it's just the money's not worth having to, you know, co-stream on 2 platforms.
Now, I did some quick math, and you've got to be like a surgeon or a top-level physician or an anesthesiologist or a damn CEO in order to make $166 an hour. That's exactly what Lacey was complaining about, saying that it wasn't enough money. Again, the average person doesn't make a fraction of that. $1,500 is a paycheck, like a full paycheck for people, let alone something that you make in one day's worth of work. I think that it's just messed up because they're talking to an audience in which, you know, they're then in turn needing their financial contributions, donations, you know, subscriptions or whatever in order to support them, while then seemingly simultaneously shitting on them or shitting on the amount of money that they are making in that time frame. These are the cost of living a top 1% life. And I don't think that people understand that streamers like Snowcone, even at the small threshold that she's at, where she streams to 700 viewers live, is living a top 1% life. The only reason why she has the overhead that she has is because she decided to be that way. But truly and honestly, if you stay true to yourself and what a lot of other content creators and streamers have been talking about for the past couple months, that you don't
any much more. Come on, man. You're up.
Yeah, this all comes with greed, bro. As you make more money, your lifestyle increases. That's what this is an example of. You feel me? Your lifestyle doesn't have to increase, but what I'm saying in this specific case, that's what it is.
No, y'all made. I know y'all rich, man. I already know, man. Here's the rest of the video.